Hi, everybody. So this is going to be kind of a hard one for me to explain. I know most times that you see videos where they explain things, people are drawing something really awesome while they explain stuff. And I find I'm a man of great focus, which means that as a person of great focus, I can either draw and focus on drawing, or I can focus on talking, in which case the drawing goes to hell. So as a person of great focus, I am going to just focus on talking, and you're probably not going to see a lot of drawing. Anyway, this one, let's talk about how to think for yourself. And this is, people say, oh, you should think for yourself, but they don't actually explain how to do it. And so let's say you're going to have two parties. All right, you've got party A or group A, and you have group B. And A wants to do the A things, says, maybe you should do A is what they want you to do, right? You should do A. And then the B people also say, you should do B. And the thing is that these are two mutually exclusive things. It means that, maybe what B is basically the complete opposite of A, right? So B is basically not A. Whatever the opposite, whatever the polar opposite of A is, right? So you've got two groups of people. One group is saying you should do A, and B is saying you should do not A, or you should do B, completely opposite thing. And they may have their different reasons for it, okay? A will have A reasons, and B will have B reasons. And for all you know, the reasons, the thing we could be fighting over is, oh, we should be read Loomis. And right, B is like, no, you shouldn't read Loomis. And A will have their reasons and B will have B reasons. And since the point I'm trying to make is how to think for yourself, means that you don't do it for the reasons that A says that you do it, and you don't do it for the reasons that B says that you should do it, and you don't do it because you want to get along with the A group, and you don't do it because you want to get along with the B group. It's maybe because you do your own research into the thing. And you have to understand that thinking for yourself means that you are the C group, a group of one person, a collective of one person. So that means that you are distinct from these two groups. And the decision is whether or not you should do that thing that these two warring parties are fighting over. And you should have your own reasons. You look into it yourself and you do your own research. And it means that you're no longer delegating the decision making to group A and group B. And it's not only about looking at these 2 points of view. Whenever you come across anyone with an opinion telling you that you should do X, you should do this A thing, you should do this B thing, what is happening is, imagine a room, okay? And there is a particular subject X. And what happens is the A group, we literally have a person here, and the A group is saying, well, from my point of view, right? And they will punch a little hole in the room and they will discuss everything from their point of view. So that means that there is a whole lot of unknown information. All the black sections are unknown. And so A is going to be giving you, hang on a second here. Okay. Yeah, A is basically going to be giving you information from just this one point of view. And all you get to see is information from that one point of view, which means you're missing like all of this other information. And, again, the B people come along and the B people might be on the polar opposite side. Sorry, I'm going to draw some crappy people, right? And same deal. These people are also showing you maybe I should color them in differently. Okay, yeah, that'll do. Okay, so let's see. right? The B people, the blue team is giving you everything from their point of view. And so they're exposing this other, they're cracking through the shell, and you're getting a little tiny sliver of information. You're getting this little tiny, let's treat it like a pie chart, right? That's all you get. That's all you know about subject X. It's to say that there's a whole lot of information out here, a whole majority of information you don't know. And so this is why you can't delegate to two polarized groups. You can't delegate your knowledge. You can't delegate your decision making to two polarized groups. It's a lousy way to make decisions. People are always trying to think, oh, how do I want to make the right decision. I want to make the right decision. I want to make sure that I don't, screw up and choose the wrong thing. And this is the wrong way to go about it, right? It's like, I know that the right decision or the wrong decision is the outcome. That's the final output, but that's not the process of decision making. And that's what you should have, is you should strive for a better decision making process. And that unfortunately means that you're just going to have to do some fucking work. You're just going to have to look at the situation from other angles. You, as person C, is going to have to, you're just going to have to look at this thing from all the different angles, and you're going to have to do your own research, and you're going to have to run around the whole thing, and you're going to have to do the legwork of running around and trying to see the situation from as many angles as you can. And this is, again, right, it's like why I'm against institutionalization, and which just generally means that, you're going to, it's a bothersome thing to have to do your own research. It's a bothersome thing to have to, gain an understanding about a thing. But if you just keep delegating it to a bunch of polarized groups, it's like, you'll never truly understand a thing. And it means that, well, if you make the wrong decision based on only that narrow slice of information that these two polarized groups is giving to you, well, then it's your own fucking fault if it doesn't pan out. And this is the other important reason as to why you mustn't delegate this important task of decision making, is because you're the one who has to suffer the consequences. And so if the B people get mad at you because you're not doing what the B people are, want you to do, and the A people are getting mad at you because, you're not doing what the A people want, well, say, well, fuck you. I'm the one who has to live with the consequences. That's why you should think for yourself and learn to think for yourself. And it's not so much thinking for yourself. It's actually, a lot of it is just looking at a situation from as many angles as you possibly can. And then from that knowledge, do what you think is right. And I think that anybody who's simply telling you, oh, you should do what I do, it's like, and sometimes even these two groups, you might look at one group and say, well, this group is more attractive to me, right? And I like them, and I like the way they look, and I like the way they talk, and blah, 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 right? And like, again, are those the right, since when are those the good reasons to make a decision? Just because, right? It's like, come on, where do you come into this? Right? So, yeah, that's, I know, it's a weird philosophical conversation, but let's just end it there.